Hey there, science explorers, and welcome! Are you ready for an amazing adventure? Today, we're going to discover the stuff that makes up, well, pretty much everything in our world. Let's get started.
Okay, first things first. Go ahead, take a good look around your room right now. Maybe you see your favorite toys, your super comfy bed, or a window that's letting in all that sunshine. What else can you spot?
Believe it or not, every single one of those things, from your pencil to your pillow, has a special science name. And that name is matter. Yep, everything you can see and touch is a kind of matter.
So, what is matter exactly? Well, it's just the word for all the stuff that everything is made of. Your building blocks, that's matter. The juice in your cup, that's matter too. And here's a little secret. Even the air you can't see is matter. How cool is that?
Now, you can think of matter like a really big, giant family. And inside that big family, there are a few smaller families. Today, we're going to meet the three main ones. Are you ready to meet them?
Our three awesome families are called solids, liquids, and gases. Let's dive in and get to know each one and find out exactly what makes them so special.
Our adventure kicks off with the solids. This family is really good at holding it together. They've got one big rule they always follow.
So the big rule for solids is that they keep their own shape, no matter where you put them. Just think about it. If you put your favorite toy car in a backpack or even a giant box, it still looks just like a toy car, right? It doesn't change. That's because it's a solid.
Ooh, here's a yummy way to think about it. If you put candy sprinkles on your ice cream, they just stay as little hard candies. They don't spread out all over the place like gooey hot fudge sauce does. Those sprinkles are solids.
All right, next up, let's meet our second family, the liquids. Now, this family is a little different. They really love to just go with the flow.
See, unlike solids, liquids don't really have a shape of their own. Nope, instead, they take the shape of whatever you put them in. When you pour milk into a glass, it becomes the shape of the glass. And water in a swimming pool, it takes the shape of the whole pool.
But you know what's kind of tricky about liquids? Even though they can flow, you can't really squeeze them into a smaller space. I mean, if you have a great big jug of milk, you can't force all of it to fit into one of those tiny little milk cartons. There's just not enough room.
And finally, let's check out our third and last family, the gases. This family is a little mysterious, because a lot of the time you can't even see them, but they are absolutely everywhere. Gases are pretty amazing because they don't just take the shape of their container, they spread out to fill every single little bit of it. So when you blow up a balloon, your breath, which is a gas, spreads out and fills the entire balloon, giving it its round shape.
So can you squeeze gases? Oh yeah, a lot. Think about a can of soda. To make it all fizzy, they have to squeeze a whole bunch of gas into that little can. And when you open it, psh, you can actually hear all that squeezed-in gas rushing out.
Okay, let's do a super quick review. This chart makes it really easy. Let's see. Keeps its shape? Only solids get a yes for that. Fills container and can it flow? Both liquids and gases get a big yes for those. This chart shows the differences perfectly.
Okay, now for what I think is the most magical part of our adventure. Did you know that matter can sometimes switch families? It's totally true. Something that's a solid can become a liquid, and a liquid can become a gas. It's kind of like science magic.
Let's look at the best example, water. We all know water is a liquid. But if you make it super cold, it freezes and becomes solid ice. Then, if you take that liquid water and heat it up, it boils and turns into a gas called steam. This shows how water can be a solid, a liquid, and a gas.
And it's not just water. I bet you've seen a solid block of cheese melt on a hot hamburger, right? It turns into a yummy, gooey liquid. Or what about when you put liquid juice in the freezer, it turns into a solid, delicious ice pop. That's matter-changing families.
So these three families of matter, solids, liquids, and gases, are all around us, all the time. They are a super important part of our planet. And, understanding them helps us understand how our whole world works.
And now, I have one last mission for you, Science Explorer. Look around you one more time. Can you point to a solid? What about a liquid? And can you think of a gas that's in your room? You did an awesome job today learning all about matter.